Okay, so thank you for having me on the stream. First of all, I'm challenged, but I believe that Jesus probably didn't exist, and actually, which like uh, now, so that means that I believe Jewish sects in the first century, Paul, I can make a solid case for that. I will, but if then IP here has Christus. It's CHR, no vowel, and STUS. But Christians or Christ in general, generally when to Christ, this Christ myth, so at Christians Christ thing. Christians, so Tacitus, for one thing, there's Christians, so but Tacitus Christians, Josephus Christianity, for one thing, Tertullian, origin, if it had existed, Christianity of Tacitus, Christian, so I mean, there's more, but anything like that. That's why I tried to that if it, but it doesn't actually place Jesus here on earth. Okay.
You can go ahead and just do a freestyle back and forth.
Okay. Okay. So, I get that, most, or whatnot, Jesus didn't exist. These passages don't prove a historical Jesus. Prior to germ theory, we had various different, germs, and, we got sick. So, got some kind of scientific, like an academic review or something like that. But basically, and using an appeal to authority. So I don't think, oh, look, this, therefore that, then obviously you're going to be, so using the whole thing, appealing to that authority in general. You see, that's not Bible. Contact with Jesus. So Josephus, in Josephus. So I mean, I just I don't was in the Bible that there are people, so. Yeah, I don't know what you got to say to that. You can clarify yourself, Matthias.
All right. Well, first of all, appealing to authority is not a fallacy.
Okay. But also, okay. So appeal to authority. I wouldn't appeal to authority on like evolution, because I mean I can explain why evolution happened. See, that's that we have from the other apes that we're related to, like that right there is a pretty good proof for evolution. These are the facts. It shows that there are people. It shows that there were people. One of your appeal to authority arguments here, appeal to authority, Jesus, would be parables. Because of that fact. I would also like to questions as well, or so CE. Christus rather than a Christus. And here's my argument for that. Christ or Christus is a title. So legit Jesus, Crestus, Crestus or Christians, Tacitus, and Suetonius. So I mean, Tacitus, in the first century, Christians, in it, Christus or Christus, either one. Christ is a title.
Quite common, titles just become names. Like if I was going to ask you what was the name of the famous Mongol general that conquered the world's largest empire, you would tell me it was?
Well, Genghis Christ.
No, it's actually Justin Martyr. Christians is a Greek word and means nothing.
Okay. Well, I mean, literally none of that actually. Nothing that you said. Like I get that your whole is Christian or Christian. Jesus of Nazareth. Yeah, though I knew, Jesus Khan or whatnot is the title or whatnot, to be quite honest. But even so, so that's how, so. Yeah, I mean Christ Jesus or whatnot, but I mean Jesus of Nazareth or Jesus or whatnot, Jesus the Christ. Yeah. So I mean, personally, the I and the E sound or not sound, but look similar in the writing. How those letters developed and all that kind of stuff. I mean, grammar.
Mm-hmm.
Right. You don't think, okay. So, I mean, like Josephus, James, the Christ, or who was called Christ or something like that. It's an obvious, maybe he was, okay. Well, I mean, I don't have a, name,
Okay.
Well, I mean, like Richard Carrier. I mean, he wouldn't just brazenly throw that out there. So I mean, that's the first one off the top of my head. I like Richard, but what I'm saying about that though is that it doesn't make sense that Josephus, like in my opinion, I mean, I don't know what else to say. Like anything. I'm actually seeing in the chat now the Milwaukee atheists who are they're very knowledgeable on this as well. I mean, I would take them at their word. That it's Jesus. What?
It takes a random guy. Everything you believe on the internet.
No. It's not a random guy. I personally know Lawrence, and he's a mythicist as well. I didn't prepare like I didn't prepare myself. But yeah. I would think. No, I don't think.
Okay.
That it was.
Okay, so the Bible doesn't mention how James died. It's not in there. Therefore, we can't trust it. So I don't understand why we have to do this with one historical figure.
Okay. Well. Pretty well.
To the most part, there's a little bit of disagreement. I mean, about that, but
okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's just which actually Alice, she's a Christ person from Theophilus of Odessa. So actually, for one thing, like I'm kind of curious though, in the idea of what